Hello, it's Saturday the 26th of April, it's TP's Weekly Roundup, and this week I'm going to talk to you about Sewing Street, moving the boats, tulips, so I've got some more tulips to share with you, and springtime elegance. So first up is quilting life. So this week I have been getting ready for Sewing Street. I'm ready now, it's Saturday afternoon and I'm ready. My next show is Tuesday, the 29th of April at 12 o'clock. So if you are going to tune in, please say hello. I love all the messages that come in throughout the show. So we've got Candy Cosmos, which is now finished and quilted and looking lovely in these colours. I absolutely love it. The fabrics that I've used are Macao linen in texture, and I think these just go together so beautifully. They're just so lovely and bright. I think there will be those kits on the show, so look out for those. So if you want to make the quilt, the Candy Cosmos quilt, exactly the same, those kits should be available on Sewing Street on Tuesday. I'm also going to be demonstrating springtime elegance, and they've sent me some fabrics, some really pretty fabrics in pinks and a white on white. So you can see here the prep that I've done so far, and I can't wait to share more with you of this on the show. The other thing that's been happening in quilting world and quilting life is Delightful Diamonds is out next week. This is another mini table runner, and it's a simple design with just 2 different colours. So look out for emails for Delightful Diamonds. I also got the chance to have a bit of a play with my embroidery machine. I haven't played with it for far too long. Well, I did make the hair tote bags for the Madison March hair quilt retreat that we had in March. But since then, I've not been playing with it. But I saw on Adam Sew's Instagram that he'd got some new designs and he was stitching out some Tula Pink designs. So I managed to find the owl and I stitched that out, and it's just so lovely to stitch out. I only chose one with 1 thread because my needle thread is broke on my machine and I've not had a chance to fix it yet, and I was just being lazy. But it stitches out really, really nice. This is a smaller sized one that I've stitched. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the designs that I've stitched out. But they are really lovely. So if you're thinking about getting them, I definitely would. Business updates, pretty much the same as last week, really. Working more on the Christmas quilt. So I got another draft back of that. I've now made some more amendments, counted all the squares, counted all the half square triangles. I sent it back to my graphic designer. She's going to work her magic. And it's still not going to be ready yet. I'll need to do some more checks because this is quite a big quilt with lots of different blocks in it. So I want to make sure that it's all correct and ready for you guys for when you want to make it. I've been also working a little bit more on the applique patterns. Again, I've sent that off to my graphic designer this week now, so I'm happy with the words that I've put in, and she needs to do her stuff and make it look good. So that is something that I'm hoping that probably June time we can get some applique designs out there, some applique patterns out there. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got some new headers for the top of my YouTube page, my Facebook page, the Made on the Cut page. I've been working with a design student to bring my ideas all together. I've got stuff everywhere. It wasn't cohesive. We've introduced some new colours to the brand now, and I think it looks really smart, nice and simple, which is what I wanted. So I'm really pleased with those. Boat life. So we'd been at Stoke Hammond for 2 weeks. I can't believe it. We had such a lovely mooring, really nice bit of wide towpath, and we were sitting out in the evenings. Some of you wrote to me and said that you downloaded the Merlin Bird app. We've had great fun with that. it's become a little bit of a competition now. So I think I've got up to 20 birds on my list that we heard through the bird app. So, but now we've moved the boat, so we've moved this morning, and we are a bit further south. Again, it's a nice moor, and it's not as nice as Stoke Hammond, but we are out in the middle of nowhere. It's a lovely sort of rural mooring that we've got for a week or a couple of weeks. I'm not sure how long we're going to stop. We just need to work that out, because next week I'm going to Chicago for the H&H America's trade show. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting, but I'll tell you more about that next week before I go. And I have to show you these tulips. I said last week that I was waiting for these to come out. My sister-in-law bought me these back from Amsterdam. I've never seen anything like them. They're so pretty. They've got this frilly edge around them. So yes, so nice to see those come out. I need to get more tulips. I need more tulips in my life. So I think for next year, I must remember to get some bulbs and plant them. I can't remember when you plant them. I think is it November time. Yeah, so definitely need more tulip varieties on the boat. Alison sent a picture in of her springtime Elegance table runner. She's made this using some scrappy green fabric that she got left over from another quilt that she'd made. And you can see here that she's used some decorative stitches for the quilting and used her new 28 weight thread, Orifil thread that she's got. So it's lovely, it's nice and bright, it's great for the springtime. So thank you, Alison, for sending that in to me. And don't forget that you get a free quilt pattern. So get in touch and let me know which one you'd like, and I'll send that over to you. If anybody else would like to submit some pictures for Quilt of the Week, then please send them to me at tracy@ropeandanchortradingco.com, and I will have a look at featuring them in up and coming TP's weekly roundups. We're on to the Q&A section now, and one of the questions that I get asked quite a bit is, are there communities of artists and crafters on the narrowboats on the canal? And yes, there is. There are a lot of artists on the cut. We have what's called a roving license, which means that we can trade in certain places along the canal. I do have that license to be able to sell things that I've made along the canal. There are markets as well. So if you live near the canal, you might see that there are, different boats that are selling cheese, pizza, ice cream, sweets, crafts, quilts, homemade stuff, bunting. There's a bunting boat that goes by quite a bit. A lady makes lots of different styles of bunting. There are all sorts. We are an imaginative bunch, and you will probably find a lot of traders around local areas that are, where the pub is. So Sunday afternoon, they get the stand out and they try and sell some of their wares. So it's a great way to introduce people to crafts on the canal. So that's it for this week. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, or you'd like to ask me any questions that I can put in the Q&A section for next week. Next week is about getting prepped for H&H. I feel like I'm not ready for it. I need my game plan. So I've got a brand new notebook and I'm going to get cracking on with that next week. So have a great week, whatever you're stitching, and I will catch up with you soon.